Alright, and we are going live. Here we are. Hey, okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to the first ever Mamak Catch-Up. Let me just reduce the Mama ambient sound. But yes, welcome to the first ever Mamak Catch-Up session. Basically, the show, I just had an idea of the show of promoting both myself and also streamers, other fellow Malaysian streamers as well. In terms of getting to know these streamers better and so on. And you know what, I think before I stumble over my words further, let me just introduce Gamer Kahn.
Hello, hi, I'm Gamer Kahn. Nice to meet everyone.
Yes, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for agreeing to be my first guest on the show.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for having me, man.
I think the camera is lagging a little bit, but
man, it's probably the internet over here. It's been horrendous today. It's been raining heavily, so yeah.
Oof. Oh really? It's been raining heavily.
Yeah, so that's why I'm having laggy issues, but I'm trying to disable everything known to man that's using a bandwidth. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Hopefully it gets better. We're getting a lot of orders in the chat already. Shadow's wedding some tandoori. Ayam tandoori tak mau ayam. I don't know how. Just a tandoori that the sauce alone, is it?
just the spices only. That's all. That's all you need. Oh man.
Milo ais satu bukan chocolate. Of course. Arfa. Welcome guys to this stream.
Oh man.
So yes, welcome again, Gamer Kahn.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, I basically wanted to have you here just so that we can, just chill out, talk about our experiences so far as streamers, and you've been a longer streamer, been a long time streamer compared to me, at least.
No. I only joined in December, dude.
But you've been streaming on Facebook before that, right? And also YouTube, I think.
No, YouTube. I don't stream on YouTube. Back then when YouTube was very much new towards streaming, I barely streamed it. I was more doing videos on YouTube.
Right.
That's how usually before my gaming channel, I had a comedy vlog channel that I used to post up like tons and tons of sketches. So that's how I grew in YouTube. But then when I wanted to go into the gaming scene, I sort of like, I don't know why, I felt really awkward having that vlog channel, so I kind of like took it down and removed quite a lot of videos. Yeah.
Oh, so the channel doesn't exist, or is it just like private?
It's there, but like you only can find like a few selected videos only.
Right.
But I used to make a fool out of myself. But even the streaming on like Facebook, right? It wasn't really that like big. I don't know, because like streaming on Facebook, it's like you're practically streaming like to almost like no one, because like Facebook does nothing to promote you, and then like that's quintessentially the biggest problem on Facebook. But yeah, I've only done streaming on Twitch on December, and like Twitch is like proper streaming thing. So yeah.
Right. Okay, we can go into that further based on your experience, because I've never actually streamed on like Facebook and stuff, so I'm really actually quite interested to know of your experience there. But just want to mention as well, let me see if this is working. Oops, wrong way around, my bad. There you go. Alright, so yeah guys, if you're interested to check out Kahn's channel, so just put in !MCU and all of his links would pop up in chat.
Ooh.
So yeah, so basically you have his Twitch, his YouTube, and his Facebook channel as well. So yeah, I guess first thing, Kahn, I mean, okay, based on our interactions, I mainly got to know you first from the MSRL. I remember that was when like, we actually like interacted with each other, and I remember I think the first interaction we had was you shouting at me because I think I hit you from the back by mistake.
Yeah, because I was just driving and then I just heard this punt at the back. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I was like, shit.
I think it was Bahrain, right? I wanted that in Bahrain. Yeah,
it was I think it was Bahrain. Yeah, Bahrain was the first race that I did, and I did get some contact, but yeah, that was a fun race. I remember. My God,
that was And I remember because that was the first time I've actually heard you speak. I was thinking like, who's this Matsale Salin in our league here?
Everyone always says that about my voice. I don't know. I've always had this voice, so yeah.
Cursed greatness.
Nah, man. Hell's no. But yeah. Oh God. Why is my internet so bad today, man? The one day I need my internet to be good. I miss
It's
Gamer
alright.
Kahn's burns in MSR VC. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I kind of miss doing that, but I'll be very honest with you, Shadow. It's like I don't really quite enjoy it anymore. I'll be very honest with you. There are many reasons for it, but yeah.
It was sort of like, especially like the stuff that you say, sort of like very spur of the moment kind of stuff, and then like 2 minutes later, you were like, "Huh, did I say that?" You know?
Yeah, because like you just like controlled in your emotions and thoughts, and then something happens, you just like cuss, and then like you don't realize what you said, and then like suddenly like a few days later you'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe you said this. Like, when did I say this? And then you pull out the clip, I'm like, oh my god, I actually said that.
It's all recorded. You have it. It's all on record. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the miracle of it. But it's good, like it's good. So I got to meet a lot of amazing people there, especially like you, Dalvin, Psycho, Shadow,
Yeah.
Toka and his front wings. A
multiple
lot of
front
nice
wings.
people also. Yeah. Some decades or so, but yeah.
Some turtles as well, but yeah,
Yep.
shall not be spoken about from now on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I guess I think one thing that I was very curious about, especially when I first, I interacted with you and stuff. What made you choose the name Gamer Kahn? Is it
okay.
like my first impression would have been it's a Star Trek reference, the whole Kahn thing,
Oh God, no. That Khan is spelled with Khan.
KH, yeah.
Mine's Kah, like a Germanic name, but the nickname started out when I was in rugby. So when I played in Johor last time, I was the only Indian guy in the team, and I always used to. My coach was Chinese. Majority of my team were like Malay, Chinese, and then I filled the quota of being an Indian there.
Right.
And at the start of my entry, my teammates used to always call me Shah Rukh Khan because I was the only Indian, and then they used to call me Manan Khan, and that's initially how I started off my first gaming name. If you knew me since like the first time
this
I played,
was
right?
Was back in like school time, or was this like uni?
Yeah, this was when I was like 14 years old. Like they
Okay.
always used to call me Manan Khan, and then like Manan
Right.
Khan, and at first I was like, oh my god, why are you guys calling me Shah Rukh Khan? I fucking hate that guy. But then after a while, I was like, you know what? If you can't beat them, join them.
Right.
And then after a while, like the name had like a little bit more meaning when I started to hold up the team captain spot, because Khan means also leader and whatnot. And then I really liked the name. Then I really embraced it. So when I started out streaming and when I started out gaming and YouTube, my first gaming name was Manan Khan, and I thought of shortening it to MK Gaming. But then there was a Vietnamese guy who did Minecraft videos, and for the longest period, I always used to wonder, why is my viewership coming from Vietnam, and not many are subscribing, but they're watching. Well, I don't understand it. And then I realized that there was this guy who, I don't know what he started way more later than me, and then he got like millions and millions of followers, and I'm just like, okay, I have to change my name.
This was on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
so your
YouTube.
YouTube name was Manan Khan.
It was MK Gaming, but it stands for Manan Khan Gaming.
Okay.
And then once I realized, okay, I need a new name, and I need a name that doesn't have much competition, doesn't have it's unique on its own. And I was like, what if I were to shift the H and the A to the other side? Because there are going to be Gamer Kahns, as in like, or whatnot.
Yeah.
But then there's when I looked at it, there was no one, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll take that nickname. And then that's just how it started. So it started out as rugby, and then it turned out to be something that I really needed to change to stand out from YouTube, because you really need, from the other Kahns. Because I used to have this one guy who streamed together with me, does videos together with me. His name was Freddy Plays, and when what was the horror game? Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Yeah. When Five Nights at Freddy's came, right, his channel name got pushed all the way to like the lowest, So like when people click Freddy Plays, right, only the video game popped up. So I didn't want that.
Right.
When you're doing like YouTube and all these things, you really need to have a good catchy name so that people can remember you. And there was one guy also who I always used to follow. His name was Gamer And I was like, that's always a very simple name. Just go Gamer and then put your...
Was that a Minecrafter?
No,
Gamers? No.
he does retro gaming. My God, I
Oh,
followed him for
okay.
the longest of times. But yeah, and I was like, you know what? I'll take a leaf from his book, and I took the first word gamer from him, and I put out my last one, and the logo was also way more easier to design, man. GK, that's it, done.
But wait, you said Kahn, Kahn, had a Germanic meaning to it.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, Kahn has there's it's a German origin, but it also is almost the same thing related towards Mila. So a
Alright.
win-win for me, really. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So that means now you're so that was that the YouTube channel, the MK Gaming channel, the one that you said you
Yes,
no
I
longer-
eventually closed it down, man, because
Okay.
like I was like, nah, I can't do this. So then after I started a new channel called Gamer Kahn, and I don't have to
Right.
tell you how hard is it to start from 0 all the way to now it's 620 in Malaysia.
Subscribers.
It's really hard. Yeah, it's really
Okay.
hard. And sadly, yeah, that was it. Yeah, a lot of my friends also thought it was
Mongolian.
Mongolian. Yeah.
For
Only my
Genghis Khan.
rugby friends, know that it's because of Shah Rukh Khan.
Right.
Damn midget Indian actor.
So wait,
But
okay.
yeah.
Since you brought that up, out of the three main Khans, which is your favorite? Do you have a favorite? Out of the three main Khans?
Genghis Khan, hands
no.
down.
No, I mean
What?
Bollywood Khans. The three main
Wait,
Khans: Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, Salman Khan.
I think I'll
Those
pick
two.
Amir Khan. Amir Khan.
Amir Khan. Okay.
Yeah, he's way more. I find him a way more better actor. Salman Khan just has one expression.
He's just like he's like the Sylvester Stallone of Bollywood, I'd say. Just like buff dude
And Shah Rukh Khan is just annoying, you know. He's that guy in school that just likes to overdo it, you know. It's just like, oh my god, shut up, man, shut up. Just,
I can't really say like I used to be a Shah Rukh Khan fan, but used to be lah. But yeah, more recently, recent movies all that I never really watched. I never really got interested. It's just the same kind of story, same kind of
Yeah.
trope, you know. But yeah, I agree. Amir Khan had more wide range. Especially my favorite would have to be Three Idiots lah.
Three
That was-
Idiots. You should check out PK Danga. Like
yeah,
the
PK,
man's got
PK also
great-
I watched, and Tare Zameen Par, the one with the autistic child.
Nah, yeah, that's really good.
That was
I
really
love
good.
that. That was good. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh man.
Yes, he has a much wider range. Shah Rukh Khan is always the, you know, he's like the hero, and then his heroine is like 20, 30 years younger than him, you know, and that's basically what Salman Khan is also.
You seen Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you remember the start scene when they're having the party in the house, and then he lands in his house
Yeah,
with a helicopter.
Yeah,
And then Shah Rukh Khan proceeds to run towards the house, right?
yeah.
The way Shah Rukh Khan runs, right? I so find it annoying that I wanted to take the helicopter's blades and just slice him up with it, or just take a truck and drive it
The
into him.
slow mo.
No one runs like that, man. No one runs like that, okay? If you were to run like that in a rugby game, right, coach, man, what the hell are you doing? Oh my god. But yeah, that was alright. Yeah, Amir Khan for the win for me.
Yeah, okay, agreed. So yeah, actually, going back to the whole streaming thing. So I mean, I'm just actually quite interested in terms of your experience on Facebook, because from what I understand or from what I know of people who stream on Facebook, it's a lot of them are more mobile based, I would say.
Yeah.
There are not really
yeah.
many like, you know, hardcore FPS. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, maybe FPS, maybe like the top games like Apex and Valorant and all that, probably there are also lah, but not really much variety from what I understand, from what I see. Is that
Yes, that is
you
very
agree with
true.
that as well? Yeah.
Very true. The top 10 games happen to be majority mobile games, except for number 2 being GTA 5.
Okay.
But even when you play a game like GTA 5, right, everyone has done everything already in the game. It's out for 8 years already. And if you were to do a single player, no one's going to listen to it. The problem is that even though you want to try variety on Facebook, right, because of the viewership that prefer mobile, right, your video is just going to get pushed down.
Yeah.
And you got to see when are the games really active, and then you got to try that. And most of the times it's very awkward timings. So
Timing meaning time of day.
time of day, yeah.
Okay.
You got to try that. So like usually what I found interesting was that in the mornings sometimes Facebook would be good, but then in the nighttime would be a horrible time. Afternoons very erratic. Like sometimes afternoon will be good, sometimes it'll be bad. You really got to check the data on your channel.
Right.
And yeah, and I never liked it because they pushed for mobile gaming more than anything else, and there was no discoverability.
Yeah, I think
And
what R4L also just mentioned regarding variety, but doesn't get pushed to the top. So it's like, I guess it's very skewed towards a particular side. In this case, mobile gaming, I guess.
yeah, but also if you were to do variety streaming, right? For some weird reason, the algorithm actually kind of punishes you. So
okay.
it doesn't like you to try new games. I always thought it was a myth, but then when you go into when I got into the level up program, and then when
how does that work? The level up thing on Facebook.
You gotta get like it's basically like Twitch affiliate. You gotta get like 100 followers, and then like a certain time or this one. You gotta constantly stream. Yeah, all these things. And then the thing is that with to move towards being a partner in Facebook, right, is way more of a steep climb than Twitch. And if you look at Facebook as a platform, right, Facebook is not a platform for streamers. Facebook is not a platform for streamers, but in 5 to 10 years, maybe it will be. But the thing is, even if I were to ask you, hey, let's go watch some streams, your brain is going to go Twitch, and then second maybe YouTube. It's going to go YouTube. Exactly. And then third will probably be you won't even realize Facebook is it now, because
to be honest, I wouldn't even think about Facebook, because I mean,
exactly.
For me personally, I've never really used it. I only actually got to know people actually live streaming on Facebook once I started live streaming on Twitch, and then I saw people also putting up their Facebook links for live streams and so on, and I was like, oh okay, yeah, so I guess there is a viewership there, but yeah, but there are plenty of issues.
It's the viewership is there, right, when you are a big channel. So like, let's say one day Azion gets like 50,000 followers on Twitch, and then you have like a presence on Facebook and YouTube. No, I mean, like, hey, like, you got to be positive. I know one day you're definitely going to hit that. So like, I'll definitely like believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself with that.
Thanks.
So once you get that numbers, right, and you get that viewership, and if you want to stream on Twitch, on Facebook, people will come. Like what Shadow says, Disguised Toast, he was from Twitch, and then Facebook bought him over and brought him to Facebook gaming. He's enjoying it over there.
Beat Saber guy, right? Disguised Toast?
No, he's the Among Us. He's from Offline TV.
Really? Wait.
Yeah. I don't think he's done Beat Saber.
Oh no! Sorry, Beat Saber was LS Toast. Yeah, that's a different Toast. Yeah, I remember there was a top Beat Saber streamer also called Toast, because I know I follow him on TikTok.
No,
Hearthstone, right.
Yeah, he's a Hearthstone.
I remember that.
He's such a good Hearthstone player, but he went to Facebook because Facebook bought him over, and then like he enjoys it ever since that, because now Facebook is developing their platform.
Right.
It's really shitty, because like when I was there and I was grinding my ass up, there was no customer support, nothing, all crap. Even YouTube, the same thing. The minute I leave, go into Twitch, work my butt off, get affiliate, that's when YouTube Gaming has a new CEO that's now better, is developing the system, and then Facebook also is developing the system. I'm like, where the hell were y'all like 2 years ago when I needed this shit? It's really crap. It's really crap. But I think in the next 5 years, right, YouTube will become the next big streaming platform, and YouTube has a better platform than Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is very complicating.
Like in terms of discoverability, that sort of.
There's no discoverability in Twitch. There is zero discoverability in Twitch. If someone says there is, I'm willing to tell them it's bullshit, because they don't have any like the recommended tabs or whatnot. If you notice, right, how people are actually getting noticed in Twitch is that they are doing something called view botting, which is borderline illegal.
Yeah.
So like they get bots.
Borderline, isn't it actually illegal? I don't think it's
the regulations in Twitch is a little bit strange. So like these people, what they do is they get these bots that actually send comments in the video. So it sort of pretends to be a human. But if you notice why they do that is that, let's say if you're turning on, okay, what's a game that you recently started streaming?
No Man's Sky.
Okay, No Man's Sky. So let's say you type in No Man's Sky, right? You're only going to pay attention to the first 5 tabs, the most popular ones. So when these people buy the view bots, right, their channel gets pushed to the number one.
pushed up for
and
them.
then people click it and go. So you notice something is strange when you click the video. There's like 800 viewers, but no one's commenting. Then you're like, what the shit? But in YouTube and Facebook, if you were to do that, you get like flagged like fuck hell. Sorry, minus my profanity. But you'll get someone on that. YouTube, on the other hand, when you do the stream and you make these clips and whatnot, right, you get discovered very much more easier. I did one video where last time what I used to do was I used to record my game and like store the thing and edit. I posted up this one video clip. It's called Halifax Budget Dam Busters Halifax preview. The video shot up to like 10,000 views. I was like, oh crap, yeah.
Okay.
And then like in my Clever Girl vlog where I did RIP General Knowledge, that got 1 million views on Facebook because clips work on these two platforms and they'll really push it out for you. But in Twitch, if you were to do clips, no one's going to care. So that's why it's like the discoverability is really bullshit in Twitch. I
feel like YouTube, especially like more recently, I've noticed also like even on my especially on mobile, I realized not really on desktop so far, but on mobile YouTube, they're really pushing the clips aspect, and it's more already skewed towards the stuff that you are watching more. So like my case, like I watch a lot of Beat Saber videos, and suddenly I get like notified, like, okay, there's like this new clip, but this other like big Beat Saber YouTuber and all that. So I feel like the algorithm there is working in the sense that the stuff that you already have shown interest in for the past how many years you've been using YouTube, now if you put up clips for that, it gets the higher probability of it being pushed.
Exactly.
Whereas for Twitch, you get a clip, it's like either you clipped it yourself so you watch it, or the person who clipped it for you, only both of you are watching it and that's it. Yeah. It doesn't really get pushed further up.
That's the thing. That's why like it's problematic to say the least, and it's very you put in a lot of effort when you stream in Twitch, even though let's say there are those depressing days where you stream and there's like probably like one viewer or like even sometimes none, but you just got to persevere through.
Yeah.
And like you're trying to catch a break, but it's not coming, But on YouTube, right, when you go, there's an element of luck that if it's on your side, that it'll really blow up. So I don't know. I think in the next like 5 to 10 years, I might just go to YouTube like and stream there. It'd be better. I don't know if I want to continue on with Twitch because like Twitch makes you that you have to stream 8 hours a week, but in YouTube and Facebook it's not strict. They rather you do content that is like in terms of like short videos after you do your stream. So they're more lenient on that, and I think discoverability will be way more better on
YouTube.
Would
there be, or is there like a particular like, are you waiting for a particular kind of service that YouTube is providing in order for you to finally take that push or take that jump to go to YouTube?
I'll be very honest with you. It has to do with the discoverability platform that they're doing on their
YouTube gaming,
their streaming platform. Yeah. So once that hits the way, then I can use my existing channel as a platform to promote. So
right,
I'm okay with that, and I already have the viewership. Although they come from a different game, it doesn't matter to me. I'll just start streaming and like putting up other kind of content. Yeah. But for now, I think it's just going to be Twitch because the mindset still hasn't changed in the recent 5 years, and I don't think it's going to change in the next 3 years. Everyone's still going to be coming to Twitch for streaming.
Yeah, and I think it's going to have to take like a really big streamer to actually leave Twitch and like jump onto YouTube like permanently. To like somebody has to like kick off the move, and then more people will start following after that, because they're like, oh yeah, this is where this big guy is going, so this is probably where the future
that is actually happening now. Quite a few Twitch streamers have left and are moving towards YouTube. Like even Dr. Disrespect also has moved into YouTube.
YouTube signed Madman.
Yep. And basically Dr. Disrespect's team is being signed by YouTube. And then like they got Valkyrie, they got Cop's husband.
Valkyrie has gone over to YouTube already.
Yeah, he's gone to YouTube. She's like proper YouTube. I think eventually after a while you'll see a lot more people going into YouTube. And
probably the move will start soon.
The platform wars is about to commence. So we are just the bystanders lah.
If we stick to Twitch, we can just pick up the scraps as like whoever wants to stay back in Twitch, like, hey guys, I'm still streaming the game you want to watch.
Yeah, that's the thing. But and also another problem is like, what game do you stream? Like, I find that in YouTube it's much more better to do like retro kind of stuff, but in Twitch it's more modern and like semi-retro, like maybe in the 2000s and above. People would rather kind of watch. Yeah, unless if your audience is really niche and looking for it, then you have a viewership. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I'm just curious. Going back to, I know you don't really want to think much about your Facebook streaming time, but I'm just curious regarding the viewership that you got over there. Do you know like from where the viewers are? Are they like Malaysian viewers or are they from around the region?
You're gonna absolutely love this. So Malaysia is not even in the top 10 of my viewership. So I think they're number 13. I get a lot from Philippines, Vietnam. India, Pakistan, for obvious reasons, I guess the Khan. I get from Russia. Where else do I get?
Mongolia?
Nope, no. I don't get anything from Mongolia, sadly. There's a few, and then one of my biggest followings when I did Immortals was from Brazil, which I did not understand that. No, like every time whenever I used to stream, I used to get like about like 50 to 100 followers. And I was like, hi guys. And then they would start like talking, oh, hi, we're from Brazil. And I'm like, I don't speak any Portuguese, but thank you for joining. I love your football team. I've always loved it. Like, you know, go Brazil.
That's cool. I mean, that seems to be, that's quite interesting because I don't think like, I mean, from personal experience, I never really had that sort of widespread viewership happen to me on Twitch so far. It's more, I mean, of course, Malaysia is like the top, but then followed by the others who are just around the region and like couple of them like from other parts of the world. It's really very sporadic.
That would be the best one. Like if you have a viewership from around the area, right, people will come towards you because then it'd be like you can speak almost the same language. But even my YouTube, I have like even some Middle Eastern countries that come, and I'm just like,
it's because of the Khan.
Guys. Oh yeah.
It's because of the Khan.
Oh my
Khan
God,
is very versatile actually.
Oh my God. But yeah, Brazil was the weirdest one. I was like, I have no idea how I'm even being shown in Brazil, but thank you for the follows.
Maybe it was the timing. Was it like a particular timing? Because Brazil would literally be like 12 hours or 13 hours behind us, you know. So it could
I used to stream every night at 10 to 12. At one point when I was working, like that was it. And then I don't know if
So that would be like, I mean, I would assume around a morning in Brazil. So either the kids in school, you know, watching you on their mobile phone or something.
Oh my God. Yeah, that would explain a lot, actually. That would explain a lot. But yeah. They came, then they would chat, and I'd be like, thanks for the follow, guys. Yeah. Oh, it'd be hilarious, man. But yeah, that was the weirdest one. Brazil and Vietnam lah.
Okay, cool. Speaking of Vietnam, okay, this is a very weird segue. But we have chatted before during a previous stream as well about your interest in war games. And your interest,
you. Oh yeah.
Your interest in war games and just like war history in general.
I love how you segued that from Vietnam.
That was amazing. Okay, can I make a connection? Okay, yeah, I can. It works.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, what basically got you interested? Because from what I understand, you like got interested into like war history or like basically like all this. I mean, mainly it was like tanks and ships, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Tanks and
planes.
Tanks and planes, yeah.
How did that start off?
I have family members who are active in the forces. Yeah, and my grandfather served against the communists.
Okay.
So he used to be involved in counterterrorism, and part of his job used to be tracking and hunting the communists back in the emergency time. And then I have relatives in India who serve in the Navy and the Air Force, and also part of RAW for India. A lot of pedigree, like even in Australia. So I do have a few of them that are serving there. And also,
so a lot of war stories then, I guess, that you've been told since you were young.
Actually, that's the thing. No, that's the thing. Like you would think that, but actually, no. I fell in love with it by myself. Like one day, I was watching TV, and then I switched on to the Discovery Channel, and I saw it. I was like, holy shit, what is this? And I was like, it's amazing. And then like I just got hooked towards it. I loved it. I loved every aspect of it. It was so interesting that I was like, my God, this is amazing. I've always wanted to actually work in a defense industry, you know. Like, but then sadly I was born in Malaysia, so you know it's not gonna happen anytime soon. But
But did you have like when you were younger? Did you have the ambition like, okay, I want to be a soldier, or I want to be, you know, like
yeah, I wanted to be an Air Force pilot.
yeah.
I was so determined to be an Air Force pilot. But my greatest weakness was admats.
Oh
And
no.
advance. I had a horrid time in school, and I never enjoyed it. And I was like, you know what? I guess some dreams just sadly can't happen. But then when I looked back at it, I don't think even if I had gotten it, I would have ever flown a jet in Malaysia. Let's be realistic with the racism
True,
and whatnot.
I mean,
I don't. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, probably not like in the army itself, but I mean, you can still fulfill your dream of being a pilot by just being like getting your private license.
Possible.
Probably something you can do. Yeah. Then you just fly. You know, you want to go to Langkawi for a weekend, just fly down to fly up to Langkawi.
Who you thought I was, dude? The Rockefellers, is it? Huh? You thought I was a mesa? I had like a bunch of jets just like lying around. What do I take today? The Mercedes
rent
or
the
the
plane? Like you can
Sukhoi?
rent planes, you know. You don't have to own it. You can just rent it.
Rent a plane. Yes, yes. I asked Grab. Do you have plane services? Oh man. But yeah,
Grab planes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, actually yeah, Grab planes.
That would be
Something
a
to consider.
disaster. Oh my god. Oh god. But
So okay, so I guess that's how you kicked off your interest in that aspect basically.
I don't know, there was just something about it that I always enjoyed. Like I enjoyed that aspect of it. It was something about the guns and the planes and the tanks and whatnot. But as a kid, you don't pay attention to the other effects of war. But then when you
Yeah.
start reading a lot of books, right? Like even up here, I have like a crap ton of books for war, and a lot of it teaches that soldiers never want to go to war, and you should never resort to going to war. You should always settle your thing. And like if the
It's like
first
the last
two world,
resort, right? Or even then.
even
also.
if it's the last resort, so you should never consider it, because like the loss of life is way more important. Like it cannot go through. And I think if the last two world wars taught us, it really is, it's nuts. Yeah, I think we have progressed beyond the barbaric nature of us as humans. I think we can settle things very diplomatically and amicably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there are some things where you can deal with force, like hate groups and whatnot, fine. But going full scale war into like other nations and like that's just nuts, man. Yeah. Mm. We
Okay,
got very
yeah.
philosophical in this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's change the topic a little bit before we get too dark in that sense. But I mean, still sticking to somewhat war, but in the sense of games. So
Yeah.
throughout your gaming career, what has been like your favorite wartime, not wartime game, but like war related kind of game? You know, like I know you play World of Warships, and you used to play World of Tanks and stuff also, right? So it's like any
No,
particular
War
game.
Thunder.
War Thunder, okay. Any
yeah.
particular game that like stuck with you as like something that's very memorable?
It would have to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the story. That until today I still think about. It had probably one of the best stories ever, talking about Captain Price and Soap. And you're so invested in it. And by the third time, by the third series, when Soap dies, right? And I was legit in tears because I had grown up with this guy, and then we all was rooting for the good guys, and then he dies, and you're like, what the hell? And just man tears coming out. I was like, oh god, I can't do this, man. That was probably one of the best ones. I think one of the best ones that I've had. And then a game called War Thunder, where you get to fly planes and tanks. Yeah, I like that, but definitely it has to be War Thunder lah. I think the first war game that I played, I can't remember what was the first war game that I played. It was because I started playing when I was 5 years old, and my first game I played was on the Nintendo.
Nintendo, okay.
I think it was the Nintendo 64 or something like that, because it was Contra, Syndicate, the first Syndicate on PC, Pagan Ultima, Super Mario, of course, can't go wrong, the OG. Yeah, these 4 games I used to play like mental amount of hours on it. It was good.
The quote that Kree mentioned in chat also, war never changes. I think that was from Call of Duty as well, right?
I think that's a
Is it?
slogan from
Or is it from
James Brown, I think.
really?
War never changes. Or it's one of those
I'm pretty sure it
war.
was like, oh, maybe it was used in a game because I feel like I feel it being coming from a game. Maybe Kree can
Oh,
clarify.
it's from Fallout. It's from Fallout. It's from Fallout.
Fallout.
Yeah.
Fallout. Oh, but a game
But
that
again,
uses
that
it.
just
There you
yeah,
go.
Fallout. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. I guess. Yeah. Now we move away from the entire war topic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But okay, so you did mention earlier regarding you had a YouTube channel that you did stand up comedy with. So
Yeah.
care to go
Oh,
into
boy.
more about that phase of your life? Is this something that you're doing right now, or are you like retired from stand up comedy?
No, I'm not per se retired from stand-up comedy, but when I joined to do stand-up comedy, right, I set a goal that within 10 years I want to get certain things. So like for example, like my goals was I wanted to perform in TEDx and I
Okay.
wanted to perform for the TM Malaysia event. So the TM Malaysia event is because I come from MMU, and
Okay.
like the TM Malaysia event was basically this huge gala where like thousands of people will be there, and like like everyone will be there, these who's and whatnot. And I've always wanted to do that. And TEDx was another one. I basically worked my butt off for 9 years, and I got the call to do both of it. And then once I got that,
Nice.
I was
Okay.
like, I told myself, I was like, okay, you know what? You've reached your goal. Now look for something else. So I don't believe in like sticking in the same kind of thing just because I've done it. I really want to grow as a
Try out
performer and
something
whatnot.
different.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Because
long
like
ago was that? The
what
call, the TEDx.
the TEDx. Oh my god, I think it was 2015 or 16.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, somewhere around
Roughly
that.
about 5 years back, roughly.
5 to 6 years back. Yeah, it was scary because like it's TEDx. There's like so many professors, so many like guys who are like doing like these wonderful and amazing things. Like this is one professor from Japan, and he basically is studying to create a bacteria that can eat waste materials around the world.
In the ocean or something, is it?
And it's something like that, yeah. But they're trying to create it in a form of nanotechnology so that they can control what is eaten and what is not eaten, no? Because they don't want it to be a
Right.
detrimental effect
Like
to the
yeah,
environment.
like movies that you see before, you release this thing and then suddenly everything gets destroyed.
Yeah, exactly. And then you hear all that, and then there's this one professor. He basically created like this filtration device that's portable. Kids in Africa and kids like in all these like horrible areas that don't get water can drink. And then there's just me who's doing stand-up comedy, and you're just like, what in the blue hell are you doing here, Vignesh? Oh my god, it was nuts, man. It was nuts.
No, but to be fair, if I had like a whole day of listening to all these professors talk about these huge things that it's like so hard to even think about, having someone like you come to be there as well to like relieve the situation a bit definitely would be appreciated.
God.
I can say.
I was too hooked towards it. It was too amazing for me. One of my loves also happens to be astrology. I love anything related to space and astronomy.
So astrology or astronomy is completely different things.
I mean, they're both the same, lah. But like it's, anything related to space, I love it.
Okay, astronomy.
Anything
I mean,
of the great.
you say astrology and then you.
No, astrology, astronomy,
astronomy,
sorry.
right? Okay. I don't want you to be like a. I mean, I don't imagine you like a valley girl. Oh, I dropped the thing because I'm a Libra.
That I don't believe.
Because I'm a Capricorn.
Oh no, I am a Capricorn. But I don't believe in any of that. But I'm talking about astronomy. Sorry, not astrology. Astronomy.
Okay.
I love that. And this professor was talking about how they discovered a planet that rains diamonds. And I'm just thinking I'm just like, the pressure that has to be created. It's fascinating, And then, like I said, you feel like a little tiny person among all these guys. I got up and I did my first joke, and then they started laughing, and then everyone was cheering. And this was like at the time when Rosma was like the most hated person in the world. And I cracked a joke about Rosma, and everyone started cheering. Like all the Sarawakas were like, yeah. It's like, oh my god.
You got the right crowd. You got the right thing for the right crowd.
I got the best crowd for that. Oh man, it was amazing. It was amazing. Oh god. But yeah, I started the channel to basically do vlogs and do comedy sketches because I love doing that. It was one of my favorite things to do, comedy sketches and
Okay.
like make content where people can watch on like a sad day and cheer up and whatnot. Because I used to get those kind of messages where, hey yo man, like I had a bad day, saw your video, really cheered me up and all those things. Like
That's
I
nice,
liked
yeah.
that. I was like, you know what? You know when you're doing content and people are enjoying it, like I like that. Of course, occasionally you get the, hey, F you, all these things. I really don't give a shit about that. I'm like, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Couldn't give a rat's ass. But it became very time consuming after a while. Like when I was in university, I could do it because it was easy. But once you start having like a 9 to 5, and like you start focusing on your career,
stuff, yeah.
yeah. And at that time, like I was focusing with the Universal, it was like a career, and like I really didn't have time to do comedy sketches. And when you do skits with other people, right, everyone's time has to sync.
Yeah.
So like.
So
like,
that means it wasn't a solo thing that you were doing for the videos. It
no,
was like
I used to get other content creators to come as well, and then like future content creators. One girl who happened to be my friend, right, for like many years, I did not know that her auntie was Michelle Yeoh. One day I went to her house. Right, her house is like a palace, okay, and I'm just like, who the hell are you? I said, like, I've known you for 6 years and you never told me this. And I walked by, right, there's so many pictures with her family and Michelle Yeoh, and then like there's one I was like, oh, your family is big fans of Michelle Yeoh. And then like she looked at me and said, my mom and Michelle are sisters. I was like, what?
Oh, mind blown.
I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, and the problem was managing so many people, right? And the timing, it was nuts. And then the last comedy sketch that I did, right? I did it with this two people from my theater and one of my close gaming friends. Okay. This girl, right, was a diva, man. Oh man, I hated managing her. That moment I realized, you know what? I'm going to do sketches by myself from now on. I don't get dressing up as a girl. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to do this, man. It was just too much to handle. And I was like, screw it. I ain't got time for this stuff. So yeah. It's a lot of work, dude. It's a lot of work.
But what, is it still something that you would consider doing in the future? I know that the channel is no longer there and all that, but is it something that you would think, especially if later on once you like move back to YouTube and stuff, a couple of years down the road,
of course. I do upload some of the previous videos on Gamer Kahn's on my current one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something that I consider and think about. Basically, in the future, if all goes well. But again, like I said, like when you are focusing in your career, right, and you want to this one, it's probably going to be something that's done on the weekends or on your free time. And when do you have free time? I don't know. So, yeah, it's really a challenging period. I don't know, but I like to keep the option open.
Yeah.
Realistically, I like to be optimistic about it, but it's definitely going to take some time. My God, it's going to be nuts, man. Now when you tell me about it, I'm thinking about all the sketches. I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be crazy.
So that drive is still there, like the intention is still there.
The intention is still there. Like I would like to do sketches. I would like to do like I've always wanted to do like a short film action kind of movie where like it's just like a 10-minute kind of like action pack, something like the Raid Redemption, but like it's shortened into like smaller kind of like skits. Yeah, I like that. But my love is always like comedy skits. I love that. I love to do like
comedy
these short
kind skit, maybe 10-minute comedy action.
10, like I don't mind, but again, also it depends on like who you're hiring and oh my God, yeah, it's crazy, man, and yeah, it's I'm thinking about all the work.
How about sorry, you saying?
No. I was just saying I'm thinking about all the work that I have to do, but yeah. How about what you're saying?
Now, especially like for us, especially now we are working and all that, so it's like much more harder compared to like if I imagine you did most of this when you were still in uni and all that at that time, right?
Yes.
You, of course, you had studies, but you had more free time and you didn't really have as much responsibility as you do right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a bit more tougher now. But in terms of stand-up comedy, how about doing live stand-up comedy again? Like getting back on the stage. Any interest in still pursuing that as well? When was your last show?
2018.
18, okay.
I did it for. I had a Borneo tour, so I did a show in
Oh,
Kuching, Cebu, Miri, Brunei, Sandakan, and KK.
okay. Wow, that's a lot of places. I mean, a
Oh,
lot of shows.
It was nuts, man. It was tiring, but
How was that? That was like
happened.
part of like a comedy tour kind of thing, like part of a
Yeah,
group?
it was part of a comedy tour that I did with my team. So like there were singers, and then there were dancers, and then
Right.
there was stand-up comedy, which was me, and then there were also sketch comedies also that was being done. So it's sort of like a happy kind of thing. We did that. It was good, but then like I said, after a while, right? It's like I don't know when I plan to get back onto it, because like in 2019 I was thinking about it, but then when news of the pandemic started to spread in China in November, I knew already this is not going to be good, and
Yeah.
shit hit the fan very quick. And I've not thought about getting back on the stage, to be honest, because number one, when I look at the scene in Malaysia, right, it's especially in KL, because whenever I used to perform, right, I never performed in KL. I performed
Oh, okay.
outside of KL. It was when I came into, like, I used to perform in Malacca, Johor, Penang, all these kind of things. But when I came into KL, right, I realized, oh man, it's a very different scene. Like a lot of them like to repeat the jokes. The crowd work sometimes is really awkward, and the audiences also can be really, I don't know, it's just a little bit different. I'm not sure if I want to get back into that now, I'll be very honest with you. I have more interest in getting back into theatre, but not
Okay.
stand up yet. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I've never really been to that many. I've been to a couple of like comedy shows, but I've never really been to many like stand-up comedy shows. But I remember one of the one of the events that I did go for. This was probably 3 years back, maybe 3 or 4 years back. There was like a pun competition in I think it was in Publica. It was basically like stand-up comedy, but all the comedians they have to all the jokes were pun based lah. And I remember like the crowd went crazy when this one guy, I think this guy was actually like he's a news reader for the radio, like like if you listen to Hits FM and Fly FM and all that, there's always the same person, the same voice that is like reading the news whenever there's the news section that comes on.
Oh, I think it's something American. Yeah.
Faisal American.
Faisal American, yeah.
That guy, I remember when I think he literally went onto stage because he like people knew him. I didn't know this was the guy who was actually the newsreader lah, but people knew him as being the newsreader. So he literally walked onto stage holding a sign that said news. Literally, it's like a styrofoam board with the word news on it. He just went up to the mic, breaking news. The whole crowd went wild. I tell you, I have a feeling that guy actually won in the end lah. I mean, of course, there were other more rounds after that, but that joke, like just that pun itself, it was like, it's like take my money, It's like just win now.
That I think that will work well with some Malaysians, especially Cree. I think Cree would definitely like those kind of jokes.
He's literally, I wish I was there.
Okay, yeah, I Cree. Oh my god, yeah, Cree would definitely like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That pun competition, like they had it I think for 2 years, and I went for actually both the years just because I just like hearing puns. Basically, I really like silly jokes, so yeah, that's why I went there and I didn't regret I didn't regret it at all.
You're a pun man, huh?
Yeah, I would say that. Pun did.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Okay. Interesting taste of comedy. Nice.
Yeah. I mean, also now, I guess nowadays more, a little bit more into also like dark humor. I don't know,
yeah.
maybe the pandemic made me into that lah, but yeah, a little bit more into like dark humor as well.
I love dark humor, but it's something you cannot do in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's something to like enjoy privately in a way.
I cannot do dark humor. I cannot even do intellectual kind of comedy because majority of the crowd, right, won't get it. It's quite disappointing and sad. I can't even do religious jokes.
Yeah, Malaysia is a very dangerous slope to attempt.
Yeah, oh no, I'm not gonna do that, man. There was once I tried to do one smart joke, right? The audience just looked confused, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Cricket sound.
But
But
when you do it in Singapore, right? Everyone gets it laughing. I was like, okay." So
okay, you perform in Singapore as well.
yes.
Oh, nice! Wow, international stand-up.
No, it's just Singapore, man. That's all. Can't really say internet. Can't really say international.
any particular game that you would say is your top game of the year currently? It doesn't have to be a game that came out this year. Just a game that you've been enjoying playing the most this year. Like, I have one in mind, of course, but
Which is
SnowRunner. But for you, because I know how many hours both you and Kree have spent in the game.
SnowRunner, right, is I wouldn't say it's game of the year, but I think it's game of leisure. There's something oddly satisfying that you just come back from a rough, long ass day of work, right? Dealing with idiots in the office, and then you just drive in a muddy road with two of your close mates. One is a psychotic sociopath who basically is Kree. The other one is a cool as cucumber mother trucker, which is you. And I just driving.
You only played once with you.
I know, but it was so chilled out. Like I was like, it's quite
chill.
fun. And just driving, and you just relax, you just zone out, and then you don't realize, oh my god, 2 hours have passed by. What the heck? But it has to come out this year.
No, doesn't have to be this year. But the game that you enjoyed playing in this year so far, but the game doesn't have to have been released this year.
Game that I played this year, oh my god. There used to be a game where I played a lot, but I don't think I've played this year as much. It was The Witcher.
Okay, which one?
Wild Hunt. Wild Hunt.
Wild Hunt is the latest one, right?
Yeah, sort of the latest one. But oh my god. Okay, I have to look at my Steam. Thank you, Dave. Thank you for that. That is now I have to look at my Steam. Scheiße.
Come back from dealing with idiots at work only to deal with idiots in the game.
That is actually very true. That is very true. Oh my god. I think one game where I've spent like an ungodly amount of hours was Civilization.
Oh, okay.
I think that was a lot. That became to a point where once I remember when I was playing Civilization 4, I think, with my friend, and it was 12 a.m. and we were playing it. Bear in mind, for like 3 hours already, you know. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go and sleep, blah, bro. I'm quite tired." I said, "Okay, cool." You know, I was just continue playing. I was like, "Okay, 30 more minutes. Before I realized, one more turn. My friend suddenly texts me again. Are you still awake? And then I looked at him. I was like, "Why? You just went to sleep, right?" He says, "Bro, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, bro." And then I looked at the clock and I was like, "What?" And he said, "Have you been playing the whole night?" I said, "Is it morning already?" He said, "Yeah." Then I've been playing the whole night.
So 7 hours straight.
7 hours straight. I went to sleep, you know, like immediately after that, and then I got up and I continued back. Oh man!
But that just shows that game, man. Like I don't think I've ever fully completed. I mean, no, I have completed but very rarely. Probably only once or twice. Like fully completed the actual game. Even when I play with friends, like even multiplayer as well. It just takes so long, like to reach the end game, right? Like just get frustrating by the end there.
Oh no, the worst one that I played, the longest one that I played was Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. Basically, I spent about close to 20 hours. I think I spent about 19 hours on it. I was trying to unlock this one sword at like the highest difficulty, and I managed to get it, but the cost of it was basically by sanity, and I couldn't sleep very well after that.
It's like the Thanos meme again. What did it cost?
Everything, man. Everything. It cost me everything. I was just dying on that damn bed, man. Oh man, I couldn't do it. It was nuts.
Prince of Persia. When was this game out? Prince of Persia games are quite old, right?
Yeah, Prince of Persia. The fun fact
Nintendo
was
one?
no,
Not
Jesus,
that.
no. It was Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. Warrior Within was 2004. My god, it's been so long.
It is old. I mean, for now standard, it's going to be almost 20 years already, bro.
Holy crap. 2004?
Or did you get the game at a much later date?
No. I remember playing it 2004, 2005. Like that was the time I remember. My god. I remember the theme song of the show was I Stand Alone by Godsmack. Oh man,
Okay.
such a
Of the game.
yeah. Oh, so it was the amazing intro. Oh my god, it's one of those games that had super good intro. And
Okay,
yeah,
I'll check
I
that out
spent
later.
I spent about an ungodly, and then like my eyes right had like bloodshot red
I
at
can
both
imagine.
sides,
I
and
can
I was
imagine,
just
yeah.
like you know when you blink right, it hurts so much. I was
Yeah,
like,
because
I'm
it's
gonna
all
get
like
some-
dry, and then when finally you blink and then it like starts getting wet again, it starts like stinging, right?
Oh my god, I can't, man. It was nuts, man. Oh my god. Godsmack. Yeah, Godsmack. I sent alone.
Prince
Oh
of Persia,
man.
yep.
Wait up. Prince of Persia. Yep, there we go. Oh my god, I gotta play this game, man. It was so good.
No, we won't see Khan again for another 19 hours.
Hey, no, I can't do that anymore, man. As I get older now, there's no way in hell I'm going to spend 19
Yeah.
hours on a game. Especially when you have like family and like relationships and a career. There's hells no, man. Oh, but yeah. Forgive my choppiness on my webcam. I have no idea why my internet's quite choppy here. I think it's raining, but yeah.
I don't know,
On
might
Discord,
be
it
that or
look-
might be Discord also, I'm not sure. But I mean,
On Discord, it looks like smooth,
It's-
but like on Twitch, I'm seeing like it's choppy. So I'm
no,
I'm
on,
gonna
on Discord for me, it looks choppy as well. It's
Oh
like
my God.
stuttering a bit, yeah. So I
On-
don't know whether
on my
it
end.
might be a Discord thing. I'm not sure.
terribly sorry
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
it's fine. No
Have
worries.
to blame
It
Mother Nature
happens.
for that. But yeah,
Alright.
I'm.
I guess, yeah. I mean, that was quite a good chat, quite a good.
What is your favorite game, by the way? You always asking about me. What about you? What is your
it's meant
game
to
of
be
the-
about my guest? That's why.
I know, but then it's a communication. It can't be like one way.
Okay,
right?
okay, yeah. It is. It's not an interview anyway. It's like a chit chat and yeah. The crispy mic balances the choppy video, so it's all cool. Okay, at least our file
Oh,
is
you
fine.
mean my audio is good, right?
His audio, yeah, your audio is really good, so
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
My favorite game for this year. To be honest, I would say for me this year, the game that I started playing this year was Beat Saber, and I've spent many hours in the game already, and it's just no, sorry, Alpha, it's not Rocket League.
No.
It's not Rocket League, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Rocket
I
League is
get
fun. I mean-
aneurysms.
No, Rocket League
Really?
is fun. Or I mean, it used to be my go-to game whenever I had whenever I had free time. I think Alpha is gonna like unfollow me after this when I say this. but yeah, it used to be like my go-to game whenever I had free time, or because me and my cousin Jax, and who also by the way made the background for the stream today. Thanks, Jax, and also R4L. So 3 of us used to like play a lot, like especially start of this year we were going ham at it, it's like trying to complete all the challenges, complete all the stuff before the end of the season. Like we were really into it. But R4L is still playing. He's playing almost every day. Jax also is like playing more than me live. I think I've not logged into our Rocket League for about 2-3 weeks now. So it's sort of like phasing out, unfortunately.
I used to play so much of Rocket
Yes,
League,
R4L,
man.
Jax is my cousin, and I'm pretty sure you know that already. You're pretending. Also, Khan is my long lost cousin, by the way.
Yeah. That was funny.
Very distantly, but still, we all Malus
Super
anyway.
Yep. I used to play Rocket League a lot.
R4L also Malu, by the way.
Oh really?
Yes,
What
so
does-
we could be, everybody's related. All Malus are related somehow, so
Everyone
could be
yes,
another long
legend,
lost
yeah.
cousin there.
Oh my god, yeah. I used to play a lot of Rocket League. I used to play a defensive position. Initially, I was the keeper, and then one of my
Okay.
friends became better as the keeper, and I was like, yeah, I prefer to be a defensive midfield role. And I rack up more assists than I do of goals, and I have like those epic saves, which is more.
Right.
And I remember the 3 of us played until we got to Diamond 4, then we stopped playing. We stopped playing because I was like, you know what?
want
We're
to go
done.
to
I'm
D-rank
good.
already.
I'm good. Just drop the mic. I'm good. Oh man, it was so bad, dude. Because you get up tiered to gods, and then the next 10 games where you just have a horrible.
Yeah, you have a
streak.
losing streak, then gone.
And then after it,
D-ranked.
you play with like turtles who can't kick a ball, and then suddenly you're owning it. You're like, where was this when I needed to play rank? Oh man.
Right now, probably like the game that I am usually playing solo would be No Man's Sky. But even that also, I'm hoping once it goes on sale, and then I think you already have the game, but Kree, hopefully Kree will get a game.
I
once
don't
it
think
goes on
there's
sale.
co-op, right?
there's multiplayer. You can play multiplayer.
But can you see other players?
Yeah.
Oh
can.
my god! Thank God,
it's
man.
in the game now already. Like I've seen one of the YouTubers that I follow. You know what? Call Me Kevin. Like he played it recently a couple of weeks back. So that's why I knew that multiplayer was available. Like you can literally spawn on the same world, and then after that you have to travel together, lah.
Dude, it was nuts when it first came out. No, when they said like you could do it, right? And then like when we found each other on the same planet, and then like we coordinated ourselves.
Yeah,
and you just standing and looking into nothing. You're like, where are you, bro? I'm standing here, bro. And then he showed a screenshot, and I showed a screenshot. We're basically standing like. I'm standing behind him. When we rotated, right, there's nothing, and then we're like, okay, what's going on here? It was too much, man. It was too much.
Yeah.
But I have the game, but I haven't tried it now with all the new updates that have come out.
Dude, there's so much content. That's literally the reason why I'm like interested to continue playing it, because there's so much stuff, and there's also like a literal storyline that is actually. I mean, there's a legit storyline, like a single player. I would say single player storyline, lah. Basically, that it's it has like some sort of lore related to it. And
they introduced single player to like storyline into the game.
Yeah, literally.
Wow.
When you start off at the first planet, there's already like you're basically like you just woke up with amnesia. You can't remember why you were there, how you crash landed, and so on. So you're trying to figure out what is happening, and then through that you get introduced to a couple of other characters, and then finally when you get onto the anomaly, there's that big Death Star looking thing, right? So finally when you get into there, and then that's where like there's like two particular characters that like start giving you missions. So you have to go and like complete these missions to get more story, and yeah, it just keeps expanding more and more and more. So I'm surprised by how much content there is in the game, and that's why I feel like I need to spend more time to go through and stream through as well.
I have a question. What if you found out that you're actually the baddies? If you're the bad guy, what if you find out you're like, oh crap, I'm the bad guy?
That'll be a good twist.
That'd be so hilarious.
But the cool thing is, of course, like you get to find your own planets, you get to find your own like systems and stuff. So like I literally did actually find a planet that was not found by anyone else before, and I named it. I wanted to name it a Zion. I think I wanted to name it a Zion 1, but I typoed it and it's like AZYONE, so it's like SZ1.
What about
and the animals and stuff that there's like flora and fauna, so like the animals and stuff are like randomly generated, so it looks like very weird. It's like very anatomically weird looking stuff. Some of it fly, and the cool thing is you can tame the animals and you can use them as mounts. And there's also literal like cars and like speed bikes in the game as well. So
cars,
you have.
I know. Cars, I remember when the year 1 update was released. I think it was Cars then, and then
right.
I didn't refund the game. Before it released, I bought it, and then after the whole debunker, they actually sent me an email saying thank you for believing in us. I was like, you know what? Alright, I'm gonna refund. Screw it. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Omega, yeah. But yeah, I feel like they've really made up for it, like, because they were in a huge shitstorm when the game first came out. So
oh my god,
at that time, to be honest, it was deserved because of the stuff that they promised, and they under-delivered so badly. But over the course of the past 5 years, I can see that they really put in the effort, and a lot of the stuff that they added into the game is all free. I mean, as in that it comes with the game directly. You don't need to buy additional, like all of this. They are not DLCs; they're just updates to the game. They just patch into the game. So all like the vehicles, the additional stuff, like there's like colony stuff. You can literally like run your own city now. You can build your own colony and run your own city on your own planet and stuff like that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
There's a lot of content in the game now, so it's like that's why it's like I'm really interested in going further, progressing.
Okay. I think definitely I will give it a try also, because like right now I'm way too interested in Diablo 2.
Right, yeah, the updated, the remastered, right?
Yeah, I mean like that game came out when I was 10 years old, and then like I synced in like an ungodly amount of hours into it, and then playing it now, like I streamed it when did I stream it? About 5 days ago, and I've just been like absolutely loving it now. I was like, oh my god, it's just been nuts.
How long is the game? Like story, I mean the game length.
Story can be quite long. Story can be like one act can be like, if you are properly grinding up and you're trying to get loot, you can spend anything between like 8 hours on one act, and there's 5 acts, and
8 hours in one act. Wow.
yeah, it's a long game because like the story is like really rich, and if you're looking to like get like the best items, you got to spend time, and then once you complete the game in normal, you can go into hell and nightmare difficulties.
Okay.
And when you complete those two, it's going to be amazing lah. I think this year I'm really looking forward to Total War Warhammer 3, and
Okay.
I want to try playing Days Gone, but then I'm not sure if my 970 can handle it.
Days
And
Gone. Is that a zombie? Is that a zombie thing?
yeah, that game I really was happy when it came out on PC, because that was the first game that I remember doing a proper in-depth review when I was working in IGN, and I was so excited to do it.
Okay.
Now I loved it. Now I was like, oh my god, shit. And then when I saw the review that girl did in IGN, I was like, what a stupid review. It was ridiculous, but I liked that game. It was really tense. It was really freaky, and the zombies are next level.
Days
Oh,
Gone.
God.
Is that? I think Shadow is playing
It's on-
that game currently.
It's on Steam. You can.
It's on
I think
Steam.
it's
Yeah.
on-
I have a
It's for
feeling
167 ringgit.
Oh,
Still
okay.
quite expensive. Yeah.
Full
but-
price. Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's on a 20% discount, but I'll just wait for it until it goes even more lower.
Okay.
So I can't wait for that though. Oh man, those two games are. But I think because of the pandemic, it's good that not many games are coming out. Shadow just finished the game.
Yeah, Days Gone. Yeah, I remember because I tuned into him playing the game as well. Very nice.
Is that Blaze Pro? What's Blaze Pro? What?
Blaze Pro.
What's a Blaze Pro?
Your chair.
Oh, no,
yeah, you're
it's
using
a-
a
it's
Thomas
a-
chair.
Thomas Vex. Yeah, this is the last line. So yeah, but not really a fan of Thomas, but at least it's something.
Oh
lah.
no. Arfal
What?
just ordered the chair. Thomas chair.
No, this one is because I got it, and then when I wanted to send back the pillow, it was on COVID, and I'm like,
Right.
no, it's okay. The chair is comfortable, but I made a mistake whereby I bought leather instead of fabric, because leather is more hotter and fabric
Right.
is more cooler. I like an idiot decided to buy leather chair in Malaysia, thinking that the winter would come, but it didn't. So yeah, good on me lah. Oh my god. Just absolutely. But this chair is comfortable though. Like it supports my back and it's good. It's just that I would not have bought leather. I would have gotten fabric, yeah.
But I think the chair that Arfal got also is a different type of Thomas chair.
Yeah. Because this chair supports
Hi,
my
Ryan.
height and my weight, yeah.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Hello, Ryan. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to
When I check their
Ezion's
site,
stream.
every chair is sold out. Yeah, that was the issue that Arfal had as well. Because I
Yeah,
think they
the-
literally bid, right, for the chair. Or it's like
No, the Thomas, they had like a super low discount thing, and then like everyone was buying it, because like I rather spend like $600 on a chair than like 2,000 on a Secret Lab chair. Like what why would I want to spend $2,000 on a chair?
Is it 2,000? Serious?
Yeah, there's one
Holy
chair
shit.
I saw was 2,000, no, and like I said, no, because like I'm tall, right? I can't buy many chairs, and it doesn't help that also I'm a little bit on the tankier side. So yeah, it does not help. The chairs won't hold, and I'm just like
Using
fuck,
a
like,
cheap
screw it.
gaming chair. Yeah, same
Thomas
here.
is
I'm
super
also
hard to
using
get.
this brand. This is the GAMEZ. Like I got it from Lazada, I think. It's a super cheap brand, but I can tell it is comfortable, and I feel like, I mean, it's probably not as comfortable as the chair that like a Thomas chair or a Secret Lab chair, but it's good enough, I would say. So yeah.
This chair is comfortable though, yeah. It is hard to get because of the offers and the discounts and sale. I wouldn't mind actually trying it out though, like and using the next one. Maybe work hard, build myself to become Twitch partner, and then get a Thomas deal out of it.
Why Thomas you go straight for Secret Lab? 2K chair?
I don't. See, no, that's the thing. You can't go for Secret Lab because everyone will be going for Secret Lab. It's a business strategy.
True. Yeah,
It's a blue ocean strategy. You got to try when no one. Yeah. I'd rather go to Thomas. They make me the face of gaming rather than Secret Lab, where there's like 800 other faces. You'd be like, "Where's Kahn? There he is." So
True. Yeah. I guess I never really thought about it that way.
Yeah, I mean, like it's yeah. You think about this stuff, like, don't worry. Start Thomas Gaming branch. Yeah, man, I would love to. I would love to.
Keep
Actually,
the
yeah.
chair in clean state if you want to keep. Oh, okay. Thanks for the tip, Ryan. Start the Thomas Gaming branch. Is there not they currently don't have like a gaming, because is it considered an office chair or is it gaming chair now for Thomas?
Gaming.
Gaming chair, right?
Thomas is branching into the gaming industry, so
They should be, I think, because now, especially pandemic time, is a lot of people started buying gaming
oh
chairs,
my
especially.
God, yeah.
But I mean,
Thank
it
God.
is useful. It's like it is, to have that full support. You can't get it from a regular office chair,
Yeah, and this chair is damn heavy. Like, I had to carry 3 flights of stairs, right? When I got up, I just lied down on the floor for a while. I was like, this is too heavy, man. It's crazy. But this chair also is quite sturdy compared to my previous one that I had. This is so comfortable. Like, I've been sitting down for like 8 hours on working and whatnot, right? My butt doesn't feel painful at all. But it's just that the leather, like I said, oh my God, it's hot. But like, that's why you just drink a lot of water. Gaming chairs do work if you get a good one, or at least a semi-decent one. If you get basically you want to get something that supports your lower lumbar and your pelvic and your like buttocks region, then you should be good. Yeah. And if you get a back pillow, which is the one that I need to get from Thomas, then you can really like sit down like that and work.
I actually have. I have one, but I don't know. I'm just not used to having it at the back here like this, so I don't usually use it. But
does yours come with a band?
Yeah.
Yeah. So mine doesn't come with a band. Like that's the retarded part of Thomas.
Then how do you attach it? How are you supposed
that's
to attach
it? That's why I told the guy, I said, how do you expect me to attach it? Like, then he said, oh, sorry, boss, can you send it back? I said, yeah, and then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only COVID. Oh, man, it was so ridiculous, but yeah, it was nuts, man.
Hey, thanks, Jax. I think Arfal misses you a lot, Jax. And thanks for the luck, Ryan.
Everything changed, man. Yeah, oh my God,
attack,
everything changed, man. Everything changed. Oh my God. Hate Wuhan, man. Wuhan is so annoying.
Actually, Kahn, I wanted to ask earlier, so when just now you're mentioning about, just now when you were reading out some of the stuff from chat, have you ever done any sort of voice acting?
Yes, I have.
For because
movies, TV shows, documentaries. Yes.
What movie? What TV show? What documentary?
I'm very shy about telling it, but one show that I did was Ola Bola.
Oh really?
So
Ola Bola is a musical. Like,
no. It was the movie, like the movie. I'm talking about the movie, not the musical.
The movie, okay. Yeah. The movie came off first, and then the musical was like another thing after that, right? Okay.
So I had auditioned as the keeper. Okay. And
okay.
I was very basically they had the height and I could play football and things. The only problem was that sadly I couldn't speak Tamil. I kicked myself in the face and I was like, oh! So but the director was very nice towards me, and he came for some of my shows and he liked it. So he says, okay, I tell you what I'll do. As much scenes as you can, you be an extra inside of all of it. Every scene, I'm inside some of it. The scenes that have a crowd, right, I'm there. And the scenes like where there's people, I'm always in the background. There's always one tall Indian guy there.
Really?
And then and in the credits, my friends until today can't find me, which is so fucking amazing. Oh my God. And then on the credits it says Big Man. And my friend's like, is that you? I'm like, damn right.
Nice, okay, I had no idea. I mean, I watched the movie once when it first came out, but then, now I have another reason to watch it again. Try spot where's the Kahn?
I also did ads for I think this was in 2012, Red Bull and Cheerios in overseas
Red Bull
one.
And Cheerios.
Yeah, I did voiceovers for that, and I actually quite liked it. But then I think back then it wasn't a very big thing because in my mentality I wasn't thinking it was a big thing. But then now I know it's a big thing, and I'm really contemplating on trying to make an industry out of it, but I don't know where to start. And it's maybe I was thinking of doing like some documentary kind of videos on YouTube. Yeah.
When you're saying that, my first thought was immediately, are you planning to do ASMR?
Oh no, God, no! I can't do ASMR. I don't understand ASMR. There's this one video of this girl, she's eating food, but she's like,
That's literally ASMR.
and I'm just
That's
like,
literally that's what some people want to hear.
why? That's my question. Why? If you want to know what a noodle
I don't know.
sounds like,
I'm not the person who listens to ASMR. So I mean, I'm not the type of crowd for that. So I can't really say. But there is a crowd for it. And I think you can actually. I mean, I'm sure people in chat would agree as well. If you go into ASMR, I think probably there is a good chance that you'll get a following there as well.
How would I get a following there? That's
people who
question.
like deep voices, you know.
Yeah, that's oh my god, that's also another one more thing. My original voice is actually a very deep voice. Like I have a super deep voice, but when I went for performance, there's the one of the most famous American is Farida American. So she's a theater director. She says your voice is deep.
Yeah.
But when you're doing it in theater, you need to have a stage voice. You need to project what people are. So like this is how I sound like. But then when I talk on the stage, I have to switch my voice up like this. So people have to hear the higher pitch Vignesh, which I don't like because that's not me and it damages my vocal cords. But through training, the deep voice, I really want to be like good at it. And when I remember whenever I joined some Discords, people were like, oh my god, it sounds like Cops. I'm like, no, Cops sounds amazing. I sound like shit. What the hell are you talking about? Oh my god. The Malay version, where's Waldo? Where's Khan? Oh my god, that's so
exactly.
funny. I should start. Actually, yeah, that's true.
Where's Khan?
Oh.
Yeah. No, and I like Arfoel also mentioned Indian that doesn't speak Tamil. There are others. Yes, Arfoel.
Yeah, oh my god.
I also don't speak Tamil.
I don't speak Tamil. There was once I remember this guy said, "You're Indian, right?" I said, "Yeah." Oh, then he speaks to me Tamil. I said, "I'm sorry, I don't speak Tamil." He's like, "Oh, but you're Indian, what? Indian speaker?" I was like, I'm Malayali. I speak a different language."
Yeah.
I said, "How can you assume all of us speak Tamil only?" It's
the
ridiculous.
only thing I can say in Tamil is Tamil pesa theriyade. That's the only thing I can say properly in Tamil. If you ask me to say anything else, I'll be like, because even like last time, I mean, like my previous job and all that, where I had to work with, a lot of the workers were like Indian workers and stuff. So immediately, as soon as they see me, right, and then they will like immediately just start going away in Tamil, you know, and I'm like, and I know because they are, I mean, these people were like in the factory environment, so English wasn't really the main language as well. So I used to speak to them. They spoke to me in Tamil, and I replied back in Malay. And they were like, "Stop!" And Indian, yeah, Indian. And then Tamil, no Tamil. And then it just continue in Malay. So it's like it's always such a. I will get annoyed by it. But now to the point, I mean, sometimes I'm like, because I wear this bangle, you know. So sometimes people are like, "Hey, Punjabi, yeah, Punjabi. I speak Hindi." And they're like, "Oh, okay." Because they come and talk to me in Tamil, and then if I don't respond in Tamil, they're like immediately like, "Oh, are you Indian?" Like, yes, I am.
I hate that. No, I absolutely hate that.
I was in KTM back then, and one Bangladeshi guy approached me and talked to me. Oh no, Harfa. Don't worry, it happens sometimes. It's
very annoying. I don't like that, but it's sadly the hand that I'm dealt with. And then when I sound like this, right, and when I talk to people think I was brought up in the UK. I said no, I was born and raised in Johor and Malacca. I sound like this because it's just my voice. And then people will think that I went to UK for like 1 week and came back. I'm like, first of all, I've never been to UK. Second of all, this is how I sound like. What else do you want me to sound? Do you want me to sound like this? I don't get why people think like that. No, it's so annoying, man. It's so annoying. And the worst part is when you go for auditions, right, and you sound like this.
Yeah.
You can see the I mean, you know which I'm talking, not to be racist, but like, you know, the really like Chinese like Chonghua High School Chinese people, when they see Indian, right, they're expecting like, "Oh, hello, how you doing?" And then when I walk in and I talk like this, they're like, "Oh," and I'm just like, "Oh my god, UK, Ulu Klang,
exactly.
yeah." I've never, as an Indian, if it's anything related to Klang, I'm probably the most furthest away from it. I don't stay near Klang, man. I'm like, oh, nope. Oh man, I can't. It's too ridiculous. And yeah, oh my god. And it's
Okay, yeah, I
even
mean,
worse.
I had no
Yeah.
idea that you were in that you had literally acted in movies and also did voice acting. But that's really cool. That's really cool to know.
Yeah, I think if you ask me that, I would rather pursue more in voiceovers. I think I prefer that. I've always wanted to go into radio. I auditioned once for
Yeah,
hits,
actually, yeah,
and
radio.
the guy, he's Prem, the guy Prem. He said my voice was
Prem
more
is
suited. Yeah, that annoying
mix, right?
idiot.
Is it?
Yeah,
Mix FM, Mix
yeah. But
FM, yeah.
eventually, but he was in hits. When he
Oh.
heard my voice, he was like, "Oh no, I think your voice suited more for TV." I looked at him, I was like, "What?" I was like, "Okay, nah, my life is completely fine, lah." I said, "It's cool."
No, that
So
means
like,
you say you look damn good, lah. That's why you should be on TV. So
no,
people can
no,
see you.
no,
That's
no,
why
no.
it's
I
usually the
don't
other
think
way
that's...
around. You know, people on TV they were like, "Oh, you have a face for radio," and then you get what they mean. You know, they're saying that you sound good, but you're not really good looking, so that's why you should go on the radio instead.
I don't think that's the case, Ezreal. I don't look like Amir Khan or even Shah Rukh Khan.
You're
running
Gamer
down
Kahn,
from-
exactly. You're Gamer Kahn.
I'm just
That's why.
Gamer Kahn. I'm a gigantic bear. That's it. Okay. when the TV records, right, it's just my chest because it's too high up. Like,
I like how the stream is stuck on your face right now. It looks really funky.
are you serious? What?
Yeah, it was stuck for a bit.
Oh my god, I don't know, dude. It's raining over here. It's so bad. So yeah. Oh man.
It's
Yep,
okay.
I can
It's
see,
okay at times, and then it gets stuttering again. But yeah.
I can see my face now, just face palming myself. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Telecom Malaysia, for the lovely internet that you provide. Absolutely lovely. Ayo. But it's okay, lah. What to
Alright.
do?
Okay, this was pretty fun. We learned a lot about our special guest today, Gamer Kahn. But before we end it, there is one thing. Let me just pull it up on the stream here.
Oh boy.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, so basically what I've wanted to kick off is basically to start off a streamer menu. So this being, you know, a Mamak Catch-Up, we being at a Mamak. So I mainly just want to know, what is your go-to Mamak food or drink? Anything like either one of your choice, like your favorite roti canai, Maggi goreng, something, you know, that what is always your go-to. And I want to add that onto like a menu, so that will sort of be like a compilation. So that in future episodes when I have this as well, that list will keep growing, like become into a menu like, essentially.
Okay. So I like to go to this particular place in Bangsa called Davies because I think it serves the best. So it's Maggi
Davies,
goreng double, tanak sayur, and teo ice.
Okay, let me see if I can add
That
that in.
is my go-to comfort food.
Let me see if I can add that in.
I would like to strangle the people at Telecom Malaysia now for this horrendous FPS crap that I'm getting. You know, I'm so frustrated seeing myself just teleporting from one end to the other.
I'll put in Maggi goreng double then.
And
So-
even when I order the Maggi goreng, I have to do it in the most Malaysian way. No? Like, bang, satu Maggi goreng. I can't sound like how I sound like. Oh man.
Wait, what do you mean?
Can you imagine me going to a mama and ordering it in this voice? Boss, satu Maggi goreng double, tanak sayur, and teo ice satu. Yeah, he's gonna be like, what the hell? Who is this?
Yeah, I've been thinking you're
Coconut-
probably a foreigner that just came in, you know.
I know, right? Oh my
And
god.
somehow you say your favorite place is Bangsa. Bangsa is full of foreigners also anyway.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up, whoa.
What?
That is a total lie. What do you mean it's full of foreigners? It's full of Indians and Chinese.
No, there are foreigners as well. There are also
Yeah. That is Changkat there. That's like the heart of KL got a lot of foreigners. Bangsa, there's like a few white people, yeah. But
yeah, lah, white
majority is
people lah. God, I mean,
dead.
they do
like
exist
10
there,
white
lah.
people, like, they. That one expats, like, they want Kira is even worse.
Yeah, lah, there of course lah.
How can you say Bangsa got so many foreigners? How you?
Okay, fine. I take it back.
Demo your rant of Timmy. Oh, it plus one. I guess they want me to do a rant on
A
Telecom
rant.
Malaysia.
Sure. Go ahead.
All right. Dear Telecom Malaysia, thank you so much for the shitty internet services that you provided for us in the last 20 years. Monopoly really served your lazy ass well. Because let's face it, while the internet service is very good in the region compared to countries like Australia, you're offering it to the people at a higher cost at a shittier service. What the hell do you guys do over there? I don't know. You guys introduced fiber optic cables. Ooh, fiber optic cables were made to travel at a much more faster rate. Yet somehow or other, I still have StreamX internet over here, even though I'm paying for a fiber optic cable, even though it says 800 megabytes per second or what the hell you want to call it. I don't know. Seriously, who the hell's in charge of Telecom Malaysia? You guys need to take all those cables, bend over and shove it up where the sun don't shine. Seriously, man. Get time.
Okay, nice.
This message was brought to you by Telecom Malaysia.
I don't know. I'm probably saying TM is going to shut down my stream. No, it's fine. I'm not even using TM anyway. I'm using Time, so go ahead.
I'm using TM. I'm pissed. Damn dinguses, I tell you. They have a gigantic tower outside there and don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, but at least they did that. You said like one of the main events you wanted to do was the TM.
Yeah, I know, because I was from MMU. Like, you know, I'm like, okay, fine. But then, you know, once you start working, like, you realize, my God, TM guys are just so damn slow, man. Take all the cables and shove it up my ass.
Yeah, basically, Kree just is probably like tombstone.
Okay, you know what? I'll give it to him. Okay, let me say it. Take all those cables and shove it up my ass, and we'll probably get better internet because I don't give a flying.
Yeah, we try and keep it as PG as we can.
As PG as well
as we can.
They say don't meet your heroes.
Maybe TM.
Oh yeah, TM. Yeah. Well, TM is not really my hero, so
it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay.
All right. Anyways, before we end up ranting about anything else that I might get actually trouble into for streaming it, thank you so much, Kahn, for joining me me as my first guest for MCU Mamak Catch-Up. So again, to everyone in chat, I'm sure you guys already know Kahn, but if you do want to check out his other channels other than Twitch, here you go. That's his YouTube channel and also his Facebook channel, so you can get his other content over there as well.
Thank you so much. Romba sexy, like romba sexy.
Where suddenly the Tamil came from now?
I don't know. Okay, that's the only sexy words I know now. Okay, just take it and go. Go.
Nandri.
Oh my God.
Alright, man. Thanks. I really appreciate it for joining. And
thank you for having me, man.
Yep, to the stream as well. Thanks guys for tuning in and for being really active in chat. Really appreciate it. We will see you all soon. Bye bye.
Ciao.